Hello, welcome to another episode of Delightfully Chaotic. I'm Tamara. Thank you for coming back. If you're listening out there, I really hope that people are listening to this shit. But if anything, it's just, I guess, me just talking to myself, my little digital diary. Is that what they call them? Anyways, hey, period. Haven't recorded in it's been almost 2 weeks. I've just been really, really tired. I'm even tired right now. Like, I'm so tired, but I said I'm gonna do it because I told myself that I was gonna have my own podcast, and it's just something to kind of like keep my mind going and to keep me that much closer to getting out of this survival mode shit that I've been dealing with. So it's just like something to just do, set aside like an hour out of my time, just talk shit. So yes, thank you for coming back to my podcast. A lot has happened in the past couple of weeks. I don't even remember the last time I uploaded. I had a mini crash out in a gas station parking lot. Some little girl tried it when I was just minding my business. Yeah, took a couple of mental health days after my mini crash out, like literally the next day. Excuse me. This was maybe like 2 weeks ago. I just had a really rough week, and it was only Wednesday. Like, everything was annoying the shit out of me. My job was getting on my nerves. I was tired as hell. And I just felt like I was going to break. I felt like my mind was just soup. And it's mainly my job. Just the constant Teams messages and people from all different areas just like reaching out to you and just clients chasing you every day, all day. Just, it all came to a head, okay? When I was on my way home, and I was sitting in a gas station parking lot, just kind of like chilling or whatever. Because honestly, sometimes I have to just take some time. So instead of just driving around like aimlessly, I just sat in the gas station parking lot for a little bit, just kind of like to collect myself and just like figure out what I'm gonna like get for dinner. That was what it was. I didn't want to go home right away because I needed to find something to like to eat for dinner. So I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store, but I need to figure out what I want. So let me just park right here really quick. I didn't even know what kind of grocery store. I was overwhelmed. It's not even that deep as I'm talking about it. Like, girl, what were you doing? But anyway, that's what I'm saying. I ended up in a Chevron parking lot, and I was just like sitting there, just so annoyed. It was hot as fuck, and all of a sudden, my phone rings, and as soon as my phone rang, I looked down to see who it was. I just screamed. I said, "Oh my fucking God!" And it's like, I screamed. My windows were down. I didn't even care if somebody was watching me. Because in my mind, the week I had already had only on Wednesday, it just seemed like everything was just compounding on top of me. And then now somebody's calling my fucking phone. What is going on? I look down and it's the AC guy. I put the number in as AC guy, whatever. Because my AC was broken for like 2 months, and then him and his team were amazing. He's very, very nice. And he was just calling to check up on me, make sure everything was good. So, I had oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And I wasn't even upset that he personally was calling me. It was just like, I was already at a breaking point, and the phone call just triggered something in me, and I just screamed, like out loud screamed. And I scared myself because I was like, I've never done that before. I've never even screamed inside my own home. Even though I really wanted to, it's just like, oh, I'm not going to scream because people are going to think something's wrong. And so you think you stop yourself because you care about what other people think. But like, I needed that in that moment. I just screamed. It had nothing to do with him calling me. Like I said, he's a nice guy. And I had already planned to take the next day off because I just needed a mental health day. I just needed that day. And so I did. I I made sure all my work was current before I logged off for that Wednesday night, and I just took a mental health day because I felt sick. Like, I screamed in the middle of a gas station parking lot, and I didn't even care about people looking. I didn't care. I did not care about anyone looking at me. So the next day I took off, and come to find out I actually was sick. Like, I woke up with really bad cramping. And so, yeah, I just took that day off. And I tried to enjoy my day. I don't even remember what I did. I didn't really do much. I still wasn't feeling up to it, so I took the next day off too. So I had a 4-day weekend. It's very important to take time for yourself. If you're mentally unwell and overwhelmed, you're sick. That constitutes as someone being sick. Because if I actually go back to work that Thursday and I didn't take that time off, I would be talking to you right now as an unemployed woman. Because I would have crashed the fuck out on somebody. So it's better that I scream in the middle of a gas station parking lot than, scream at a client or at a coworker. So that was my mini crash out, and then my subsequent mental health days. Please take a mental health. I have like over 100 sick days, and I rarely call in sick. Maybe once every few months, and that is usually when I'm taking a mental health day. I don't really recall calling in sick and actually being sick, as far as like what people would think sick would be, right? Again, you can be mentally unwell. So if that makes any sense. So yeah, mental health is important. Your job. I'm determined this year to not let this job make me ugly. I saw somebody on Threads say, don't let that job make you ugly. Go to the gym, keep yourself up, travel, da da da. And that's true. Like the stress, I just feel like my face is just like sagging. Like I feel like I've aged like 5 years with this job with this job. Needless to say, I've been thinking about looking for another job again, but then I keep on seeing people complaining about the job market. It really is trash. I don't know. At the end of the day, I want to be completely 100% working for myself, but that's something that I'm working towards, and I know it will happen one day. In the meantime, my nigga got bills, so I need to figure things out, basically. But I have been focusing more on my overall health. I'm really dragging my feet about doing this candida detox cleanse that I've been trying to do. If I do start it, I will keep you updated with that. Not really excited about it, but I do want to feel better. I want to feel better. I want to feel lighter. I want to feel good. I want to look good. I want my skin to look better and everything like that. So I am working out also still. I am continuing my strength training and my 3-mile walks. I took a 3-mile walk, I think 3 times this week. Ooh, what's today? Girl, it is only Tuesday. Last week, a few times, and then yesterday, a 3-mile walk yesterday. So I've been doing the things, and last week, specifically, I don't know what day it was, it doesn't matter, but I'm taking my walk, and it's hot. It's like probably 5:30, almost 6 o'clock, and I just wanted to hurry up and just get it over with, and I'm just walking in the parking lot. Like I'm walking around the whole complex or whatever a few times until I get to 3 miles. I have an app on my phone that, calculates how far you're going or whatever. So I'm walking, minding my black ass business. And I think I've said this before, but I live in a complex where it's just mostly like Black people and Hispanic or whatever, mostly Hispanic, mostly people, brown people, Hispanic, Peruvian, Colombian, whatever, Brazilian. The area that I live in Orlando is very heavily populated with Spanish speaking or Spanish or Latin people, whatever. The Bravo down the street got some bomb ass empanadas. You feel me? So it ain't nothing wrong with that. I say all of that to say this little Spanish girl, I've seen her before because she be riding her bike around and shit. She's probably like 9 or 10. So I'm walking and I pass by it. I don't know if it's her building. She's like kind of next to some adults, so I don't know if that's where she lives. I don't care. And she kind of gives me this weird look. So I'm walking because I'm doing my exercise. I'm doing my 3-mile walk, and I consider myself pretty like average size. Like I'm curvy, but I'm average size, whatever. And even if I wasn't, even if I was a larger person, it's still is weird and a little inappropriate, but she's a kid, but whatever. So I'm walking past her, and at that point, I had already done like 2 laps around the building. I mean, around the complex. So I'm hot. So I took my shirt off. I had a sports bra under it, and I had some like workout shorts on. And again, I'm a curvy girly, you know. You know, it is what it is, whatever. And I want to wear like the cute workout shorts like the white girls do, but you know, I have big thighs and big legs, so they always kind of ride up. So, but anyway, I don't care at this point. I'm hot, I'm sweaty. I want to get this walk over with. So I take the shirt off and I put it like around my neck, and I just use it as like a towel or whatever because I'm sweating profusely. Again, I have a sports bra on under it and my shorts. So, you know, people walk around in sports bras all the time. This little girl sees me, and I see I look really quickly at her because I'm not really paying attention. And I see this weird kind of look on her face. I'm like, whatever. So I keep on walking, and she's coming behind me on her bike, and I'm listening to music or something, and she turns back and she says something to me, and she's kind of ahead of me, and I'm like, what? And I take my earbud out, and she was like, put your shirt back on, or put your shirt on, or she said, put a shirt on, put your shirt on, something to that effect. Little girl, what the fuck? I said, oh, it's hot as hell out here. I'm sorry if I offended you, little bitch. I didn't I didn't call little girl a bitch, okay? I said it under my breath. She was way ahead of me. And I'm like, girl, little girl. Now, as I continue my 3 mile walk, it took everything in me not to be offended by this little girl's comment because she's a fucking kid. But then I kept on thinking, Hispanic Latino women are very well known for wearing, most of them have like really nice shapes, nice bodies, whether they pay for them or not. You know, a lot of Spanish Latino women have like curvy bodies like a lot of Black women do. And you know, you can't go into a Bravo or a Walmart without seeing them in their little workout clothes, their sports bras and their spandex, and you know, probably haven't even been to the gym, but they got their workout clothes on. And I'm like, I know this little girl isn't offended by this Black woman minding her Black ass business with her shirt off and her sports bra under it. It can't be because I'm in a Black body. That can't be it because she's a kid. And I'm thinking, no, that can't be it. I don't want to do the race thing, but it really made me ponder it. It really did, because when I saw her, when I thought about how she looked initially when I first walked past her, she looked offended. This 10-year-old little bitch looked offended that I had my shirt halfway off. Now, maybe in her defense, and I'm going to try to give her grace because she is a child, for one, and two, she probably sincerely thought that I was just walking around with my bra on, even though it very clearly was a sports bra. But she's a kid too, right? So I do want to hold space for that. But I still want to talk my shit though, because little girl, fuck you. Oh my God. I should have said that. Little girl, shut the fuck up. You know. And then their parents, you know, come to me. Did you say not? Yo no sé. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know. I don't know. It just really made me ponder, like, is she telling me to put my shirt on because she thinks I'm walking around with a regular bra on? Which at 19 years old, you almost there to where you know what a bra looks like, little girl. Or is she offended because I'm a Black woman with a curvy figure, big ass? Let me just go ahead and say I got big ass, I got big thighs, and my boobs they're not huge, but I'm a curvy woman, put it that way. I don't know, was she just offended or what? And if she was, like, for one, as a parent, teach your kids not to speak to adults unless they're saying hi and bye like that. Like, it wasn't rude, but it's just like, why would you? Again, she was a kid. I don't know where I'm going with this. I really want to say that it's not a race thing. The women at this complex, some of them have really nice curvy bodies as well, and some of them don't. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: they be in that damn pool with their babies with a damn G-string on. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. She's seen worse than this. But is it because I'm in a Black body? Is that why she felt compelled to tell me to put a shirt on? You would have thought that I was walking around looking like the nigga from Norbit. What's the lady name? The lady. I never actually watched that movie. You would have thought that I was out there looking like that. And even if I was, as a child especially, don't fix your mouth to say shit to an adult telling them what to do. You know? But they know black. They know black, so she probably was never taught that. Look, girl, fuck you. Anyway, so basically, I digress. I said all that to say that I am still doing my 3 mile walks. And period. Let's get into this mess, honey, because my throat is already starting to hurt. So I'm very late with this, but I did want to acknowledge Malcolm Jamal Warner's death. He did die maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It was a drowning. He's dead at 54. From what I understand, him and his daughter, I think they were in, was it Santo Domingo? They were in one of an island somewhere, luxurious and just enjoying family time. And I think he only has one child. I think that was his only child, his daughter. And I believe that they were swimming together in presumably an area that wasn't supposed to be accessed. I think that there were warning signs to not go to that area. I don't know if he was aware of that or not, but they were in an area they probably shouldn't have been in because there were warnings about the current, the tide, the riptides and things. They got caught up in it. I believe people were trying to help. There was a man who was injured trying to help them. The daughter was saved, and Malcolm lost his life. And just wanted to acknowledge that and may he rest in peace. Nothing but really good things across all races, online, white, black, whatever. People really had a lot of nice things to say about him. And of course, we all were introduced to him from The Cosby Show. I have a feeling he was in something before The Cosby Show, but I can't think of it. And since then, he's been with a job. I think he had a podcast too. He was a poet, just all around like a Renaissance man, like all around doing all the things. And, you know, he got called home. So we're just going to pray for his family. And yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that before I get to the mess. This isn't mess. This is before the mess. Oh, child. There's a lot of shit on here. Let's start with Cam Newton, shall we? Because Cam Newton, I never watched him play football. I used to like the way he looked. I liked looking at him when he had the low fade and he was, clean cut. It's like he intentionally just gets up and says, let me throw all this shit together and just because I can. He looks absolutely ridiculous on this damn podcast that he has. Every time I see it, it just amazes me that people actually look at him with a straight face with these fucking outfits he be wearing. I don't even think there's any glass in the glasses that he has on right now. Anyway, his baby mama, one of them, Jasmine Brown, I think that's her last name, just Jazzy or whatever. She is pregnant again with his second child with her. So with her second child. And people had a lot to say about it because, girl, what are you doing? I believe he had a guest on his show, on his podcast, and this guest, it was another man. I don't feel like looking this shit up to get it accurate. I know that's horrible. But who is this person on his show? There's a person on his show, is a man, and he's asking him a question about his status with Jasmine Brown, with his baby mama, girlfriend, whatever. And he's pretty much doing all but answering the question. He's being asked, are y'all exclusive or not? Did y'all have the exclusivity, monogamous, we're together combo or not? As Jazzy's on baby number 2. This man is asking him questions about his on his show. This nigga has on a jacket. It looks like a denim jacket, but it's half of a jacket. And then he has a white shirt under it. And then he has a bow tie that matches it. Oh, fuck you, Cam Newton. Fucking moron. Basically, I don't even have to read it. Maybe I'll add an insert or whatever, and I'll I don't know who this man is that he's asking, who's asking him this question, but it's on his podcast. Basically, the nigga is saying like everything but yes or no. I just don't understand how, like, men get money and they really believe like they're a whole nother species of man. Like he really, like, again, with the stupid ass outfits that he's wearing and like the way he just carries himself, he's so arrogant and he's so fucking dumb. Somebody said in the comments on Threads, this man has the emotional intelligence of a popsicle. Ice head ass, period. imagine having Imagine having a they're magically delicious looking ass nigga constantly embarrassing you all to say you have a rich nigga. Exactly. It's like, are you with him and having your second child with him because you really love this nigga? Or are you because she had her own little fame? I mean, I guess she came from like the Instagram famous era, but nowhere near what he has as far as money, right? So which one is it, Jazz? Because you can't be this dumb. You absolutely cannot be this fucking dumb. That stupid ass song that was all over the radio a year or so ago. Can't have one woman, gotta have three. Literally, when that song first came out, I saw them on Instagram dancing and singing to the song. I'm like, what are they singing? When I realized what they were singing, I said, girl, why are you singing this song with this nigga? At some kind of function or something? Looking stupid. Can't have one woman, gotta have three. And you're proudly singing this song with this man. So yeah, he didn't answer the question. And he's never gonna answer the question. He's probably gonna have like 2 more kids with her before he finally is done with her. I'm so glad that I have like the little bit of common sense that I do have when it comes to these niggas. Cause a lot of y'all, and I said this I think on the last, y'all, it's okay to be single. Like it's actually okay. It really is. You will live. And speaking of another fuck boy, it's gonna be super short. Burner Boy was flashing some kind of, I think it was like a $2 million ring or something like that, and he was like, if a woman can come to me with a ring like this, because I can basically marry myself or something like that. Like, y'all just need to go away. Go away. You know what Burner Boy looks like? He looks like that emoji in the iPhone emoji, like the Stonehenge looking nigga. That's what he looks like. Go away. The stone face nigga or the mask. That's what he that's what he looks like. Oh wow. I have a lot of shit on here. Black people are mad about the Ralph Lauren Oaks Bluffs ad. I don't really want to talk about that. It was interesting. I really loved the ad. I thought it was beautiful. Of course, I don't know anything about that life, if only. But there were, from what I understand, there were some black people that were upset because they were like, "Oh, this is not how real niggas were wearing polo back in the day. Like, this is not how real niggas wear polo." Like, these people have their own experiences. Like, there are. Shut up, girl. Ain't no time for no damn bed. Who told her to do this at 9 o'clock every night? Okay, what was I saying? Who told my Alexa to tell me it's time to go to bed every night at 9 o'clock? Who told her? I damn sure didn't. That should be scaring the shit out of me. Um, ooh, what was I saying? Yes. Oh, okay. So the ad was beautiful. It was really nice. And I think that Ralph Lauren has a new creative director or whatever who's black. And I think he's been on the team for a while now, I think. And maybe he's the reason why well, I think Ralph Lauren has always been inclusive with their ads and marketing. I do remember that. But this is like, it's great. They collaborated with Spelman and Morehouse, and the people in the ad, it's like maybe 10 minutes or something. It's a pretty long ad. They actually are people that are being interviewed, and they're all draped in Ralph Lauren, and they just pretty much share the history of Martha's Vineyard and how their family acquired homes there. And it's rich in just like culture and history, and that's their experience. There's a lot of black people who didn't grow up the way, you know what I mean? Niggas like Trick Daddy grew up. Like, like Trick Daddy wore polo, but he wore like the collared shirt, like the regular little polo shirts that niggas would wear with the little Sperry's and shit. These niggas are like wearing the whole polo collection. Like, it's if a black person is offended by this ad, d- I don't really know what to tell you. We don't. Black people are not a monolith. We don't all live the same lives. There are lots of black people right now who don't know anything about no struggle. They don't know anything about no bills due. They don't know anything about that shit. And great for them. What I don't like is when black people get to that point where they are uber rich and have vacation homes and all that shit and they look down on other black people. Of course, that's not cool, but a lot of these people, this is their life. They spent summers and like years and years every summer going to this place with their family, and they're passing down like the tradition and the legacy of being wealthy black ass people in this mostly white, area. And where is it at? Maine or something? Oof. Where's Martha's Vineyard? Martha's Vineyard. So Oaks Bluff. Are there two S's? I hate that. Oak Bluff or Oaks Bluffs? Martha's Vineyard is in Massachusetts, and then Oak Bluffs, girl. Oak Bluffs. I don't like that. That doesn't roll off your tongue very well. Oak Bluff is like the main area for like where the black people mainly have set up shop and where they stay, if that makes sense. So Oak Bluff is like the nigga side. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's a historically black area. Also, there's a lot of indigenous people there's indigenous people really everywhere in the United States, but I didn't know that there are a lot of indigenous people, Native American people in that area as well. I think they have like different tourist attractions and things like that. I'm rambling. Anyway, if niggas were mad about this ad, oh well, I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, damn. It's not your experience. Niggas, that's not how niggas. You're not these rich ass niggas who probably wore Ralph Lauren polo. Like I said, every single piece of the collection. That shit airdropped to them. Like you're not. It's two different tax brackets, and that's fine. These niggas wore like the smoking jackets and all that shit and actual polo. Polo is the thing when you're on the damn horses and shit. These niggas was wearing that shit and they were actually participating in the damn sport. They're on a whole nother level, and that's fine. Okay? You wearing polo to the club. Smelling like Boonk and Black and Miles. And that's fine too. Y'all getting on my damn nerves. How you gonna be how are you mad? Anyways, child boo. Very sad story about a doctor. I believe she looks like she's Indian. She was arrested for this is a hard turn. I'm sorry. I'm off the Ralph Lauren thing. So a week ago, I was just looking for stuff to like talk about, and I see that there is Dr. Nia Gupta is charged with first-degree murder in connection with the death of her 4-year-old daughter, Arya Talithi. This is per MSN.com. This lady killed her baby, and then she tried to put the baby after the baby was already dead. She put the baby in the pool and lied and said that the baby drowned. Police have released body cam footage from the arrest. So when they came in to arrest her, she was hiding. So that's what they're talking about. With the arrest of an Oklahoma pediatrician accused of murdering her young daughter and then trying to make it appear like she had drowned. Dr. Nia Gupta, 36, is charged with first-degree murder in Florida in connection with the death of her daughter, Arya Taletti. I hope I'm not mispronouncing her name. Rest in peace, baby. 4 years old. She was arrested in Oklahoma City, so she fled to Oklahoma City on July 1st and has been extradited to face charges in Miami-Dade County, Florida, where she's being held without bond. She has pled not guilty. Police alleged that early in the morning of June 27th, Gupta called 911 from a short-term rental in, I'm not going to say the address, it doesn't matter, about 7 miles north of downtown Miami, to report that her child was drowning in the pool. Responding officers found the 4-year-old unresponsive in the pool and transported her to a local hospital where she has been pronounced dead. Lady, you are a pediatrician, so you're a doctor, and a pediatrician is the doctor for the babies, right? Either way, you're a doctor. You put this baby in that pool after you already killed her and lied and said that she drowned. Don't you understand when they check her body, they're not going to find any water in her lungs? You're a doctor. But water, here we go. But water was not but water was not found in Arya's lungs, which would be expected in drownings. Yeah. Also, doctors found cuts in her mouth and bruising in the girl's cheeks, according to her June 29th autopsy. What happened to this baby? Was she abusing her? Was she letting her be abused? Cuts in her mouth and bruises in the girl's cheeks. Jesus. Okay. By in quotes, investigative means in consultation with Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office, unquote. Police say they obtained an arrest warrant on murder charges for Gupta, and she was arrested at her home in Oklahoma City on July 1st. Why did she kill her baby? Oklahoma City police on Wednesday released dramatic body cam footage from the arrest, showing police and U.S. Marshals bust down the door to Gupta's home after she doesn't answer to authorities, yelling her name and demanding she come to the front door to be arrested. Oh, they don't say anything about why she did this. Her attorney said that she hid because she believed that somebody had broken into her home. No, the fuck you didn't. Because you heard them say police. Shut up. She just a lion. Her lawyer is also saying that the warrant for her arrest was flimsy. No. How can you defend someone like this? You know that lady killed that little baby. He's saying, remember in a day, she was converted from grieving mother figure to murder suspect by the police. I truly don't think she ever saw this coming. I mean, the baby was in the pool, but there was no water in her lungs. That is highly suspicious. And you know that. As her lawyer, you know that. She probably already told you that she did the shit. It's your job to get her off. The baby found in the pool, no water in her lungs. That means that she didn't die in the pool. That means she didn't drown. And she had bruises on her body. Put two and two together. She's due back in court on August 7th. Oh, I don't even think it matters at this point, but I really want to know why she did this. Rest in peace to that baby. Jesus. We got some more mess, child. Shacarri was arrested for beating up her boyfriend in public, child. I think I heard someone say that her grandma died. Is that true? The one that would be at her meets? Let me see. She's been going through it. I don't I don't condone her putting her hands on anybody, but if her grandma died, the one that's been there, like with the, I, she's probably going through some shit. I believe that the boyfriend, he's also a runner. No, she didn't die, did she? No, her grandma didn't die. At least I don't see anything about it. Yeah, she was arrested for domestic violence. They were in public somewhere at a bar or something, and she's being seen like manhandling his ass. Christian Coleman is the boyfriend. He's also a runner for the U.S. I believe he went to the Olympics as well. I think that they were on the same. They were on. They were there together. Yeah, they were in the at the. No. Never mind. This picture I'm looking at now is at the competition in Budapest in 2023. Yeah. She was seen grabbing his backpack and throwing it away. She got Richardson then got in his way when Coleman tried to step around her and she pushed him into a wall. She also reportedly threw a pair of headphones at him. She does seem like she has a temper on her. Hopefully she's not going through anything else. If she's not though, there's no excuse really, but when I think I saw someone's, maybe it was a podcast, say that her grandma had died. So I don't think that's the case. If that was the case, then I can understand her crashing out. And he did not want to pursue charges. This is per blavity.com. Um, he didn't want to participate in any further investigation, and he didn't want to be considered a victim. So he must know something that we don't know. Maybe she is going through something. Maybe that's just the way maybe he loves her so much that he just doesn't want her to be hurt or whatever. So he's not really cooperating. He doesn't want to press any charges. Hopefully this will blow over. I really want her to stay out of the fucking news for anything other than running. Please, girl. Like, I get it. Everyone's human. I get it, but please just stay under the radar. Like, damn. We be rooting for we're rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. Please. And he's saying this is Black Information Network on Instagram. The boyfriend. For me personally, I feel like it was a sticky situation all around. I don't feel like she should have been arrested. I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. He shouldn't allow her to put her hands on him and stuff. Yeah. She just seems like she's not a. And I love me some Shacarri. I love her. What she brings. I love the blackness. I love everything about the nails and the. She's very reminiscent of FloJo, right? But like, you gotta get the attitude in check, baby girl. She probably grew up really hard and stuff, but damn, it's like, nah. Come on now. Cause he could have been a whole nother nigga and body slammed your ass, and then what? Yeah. Hopefully she'll stay out of the news. Hopefully. So we are kind of speeding through this mess, honey. Terrence J marries a 25-year-old. Surprise, surprise. Terrence J is 43, and his fiance is apparently 25. Yeah, he probably wants kids and the like and all of that. And 35-year-olds, 45-year-olds can't have children apparently. So yeah, Terrence J is 43, and his fiance is giving very much trophy wife. It's giving very much light skin, long hair, light eyes. It's giving very much Jack and Jill. Mikola Sultan. That's his fiance. She's very pretty. Very, very pretty. This is people.com. Terrence J is engaged. The actor and former BET host, whose real name is Terrence Jenkins, popped the question to his model girl. Of course, she's a model. Makila Sultan over the weekend. According to the posts on the pair's respective Instagram stories, Terrence 41. 41 because Googleisha says 43. What are we doing here, people? 40. Okay. Terrence J. Older than 25. Terrence J. asked Sultan, 25, to marry him in a surprise proposal in Miami. Both reshared photos posted by various friends and family members, including a shot of the couple kissing while dressed in coordinating black formal looks. Great. All this performative shit. I'm not even hating. I'm not. All this performative shit, like 25 is too young to be getting married to anybody. Like, are y'all young girlies paying attention to what's going on? Are y'all really paying? Another image posted by Lala Anthony showed Terrence and Sultan cuddling on a couch as she held a single rose and showed off her glittery engagement ring to the camera. How much does he make? Does he make money like that? She is very pretty. I just like Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy back in the news for being on the Nene Leaks podcast show or whatever, and saying that again, He was like, I don't like to date women over 35. Like you, I probably would. And he only said that because she was sitting in front of her, because she was like, I know you would date me. And he was like, yeah, I would date like you. But he hesitated heavy on that. Like, nigga, nobody is checking for you. The women that you believe to be interested in you, they only are interested in you because of they think that you got money, and you probably do. So you're conflating that with them actually being interested in you and attracted to you. They are not. Please stop saying that shit. Please stop saying that, because nobody cares. You know how relieved we are? I worked at a hotel in Tallahassee when I was in school, and it was always so dead at night on the weekdays. He comes, I guess he's performing at one of the clubs or something. So him and his entourage are there. He came into the restaurant area where I was behind the thing, the podium, just bored. And he asked me something. And I was like, I answered him or whatever, and that was it. And then later that night, I had to deliver some food to their room. He tipped me pretty good. He was pretty decent, a nice guy. This was years ago, so he doesn't look like the bloated uh spectacle that he is now. I don't even have the words. I don't even have the words. He looks gassy and bloated and greasy. Like if you like run your finger down his face, it'll be like he looks like a brownie. He looks like a brownie with gold fronts. Shut up. Anyway, so yeah, y'all niggas. She is very pretty, but it's like that typical like, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like 25. Like, what do you have your whole fucking life ahead of you? Why are you marrying this man? He's 43. 43. Why do you? Okay. Congratulations, Makika. Oh, let me read, because I know Facebook was tearing them up and face on the Facebooks. There was a few comments that I thought were so funny. Cause I just like, ugh, girl, he can't have money like that. Terrence J, like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Terrence J? Where you got money to where women are like, agreeing to marry you for? Well, she's 25. At least she's not a damn teenager. Close. White men have been doing this all over the world for centuries. No problem. It's only shut up. If the roles were reversed, I still would think it was weird if the roles were reversed, because like Drea and her young nigga, like it's still weird to me. Like my nephew has a lot of nice looking friends, but them niggas is kids. Like I literally watched them grow up. How could you in your early 40s be attracted to someone who was a child when you were an adult? It's weird. Jason Lee and Tiffany Haddish just announced a baby. I can't get into that right now. I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to. So we're going to exit. Maybe next week. Yeah. That's going to be it for the mess. Mm-mm. Oh my God, this lady upstairs. Jesus. I swear. Every day it's like she's moving fucking furniture. Every day. On Sunday, I wanted to go up there and say, "Are you okay? Are you well? Are you being murdered? Sit your ass down." Moving things. Like you can hear like furniture moving. What are we doing? Are you feng shuiing your house every day? What the fuck is going on? Anyway, feel good ish. Let's get to some feel good stuff. So Journey Smollett is on a magazine cover. I think it's no, Photo Book Magazine. Never heard of it. Oh, it was posted on Instagram, on Threads. Seasoned BF. I don't know what that is. Anyway, she looks amazing. I love her. I love her. Oh, this dress. It looks like a cream puff with like a black stroke around it. It's so cute. It's so, I love Journey. She is serving. The second look, chef's kiss. All the looks are amazing. I love her. So that was cute. Oh, so cute. That gave me good feels. Photo Book Magazine. I've never heard of that. Quavo from the Migos has launched a foundation for the youth in Atlanta. And this is per thegrio.com. Apparently, there has been a string of tragic shootings in Atlanta. I guess maybe more than normal, which is sad. It's called the Rocket Foundation, and it's responding to the recent string of gun violence in Atlanta with real-time support and action. So I don't know if this is a new foundation. It says launches. Okay, never mind. So this is the foundation that I guess he's already had in place. It's called the Rocket Foundation, and they're launching a trauma therapy fund. Okay, that's great. Oh my gosh, yes. In the wake of a devastating string of shootings that rattled his hometown of Atlanta, Quavo and the family of the late Takeoff were reaching out to their community through their foundation. See, that's great. But my thing is, didn't the Migos used to talk about shooting niggas? So it's kind of like, on Thursday, July 30th. On Thursday, July 31st, 2025, Quavo and the Rocket Foundation formally launched an emergency trauma therapy fund to provide immediate trauma and mental health support to the youth and families directly impacted by the violence. Yes, I love this. The only thing is getting people to cooperate and actually getting people to, because you know how therapy in the Black community is very stigmatized. So the only problem I would see with this is getting people to actually participate in the program, like admitting that they need help. This is a quote from Greg Jackson Jr., president of the foundation. Anytime a family or community suffers loss is traumatic. And it doesn't matter if it's 20 people or one person, the trauma is still the same for those who are closest to them. Exactly. And that's per the Atlanta Journal Constitution. The foundation, which is committed to ending gun violence once and for all, while also providing support to those impacted, is raising funds to offer real-time support for mental health needs in the wake of so many recent tragedies that had even touched more than one person involved in the foundation. Damn. Real-time support for mental in the wake of so many tragedies that have even touched more than one person involved in the foundation. Wow. The mental health fund comes on the heels of one of Atlanta's most violent weeks, in which 49 people were reportedly shot. News 11 reported among the victims were Deshaun Johnson, an 18-year-old participant in the 2024 Rocket Foundation camp, and Aaron Coach Ball Hines, a beloved father community figure. Johnson was shot and killed during a mass shooting at a park on Thursday, July 24th, while Hines was shot and killed on the same day in a townhouse community. Jesus! What is going on in Atlanta? Quavo found the Rocket Foundation in 2022 in honor of his nephew and fellow Migos member Takeoff, who was killed in a shooting that year. Since then, the foundation has pledged more than $2 million toward community violence intervention programs, awarded Spark grants to local nonprofits, and hosted events and summits with national leaders to develop strategies that address the root causes of violence. Okay, well, I think we know what the systemic racism. I mean, we could go back and forth. As they are calling on the community's help in raising funds, they also have partnered with organizations such as Hope Hustlers and the Offender Alumni Association on this initiative. So that's great to hear, and hopefully, hopefully things can calm down in Atlanta. That's sad. I don't even got nothing funny to say about that shit. That is sad. Rest in peace to those who were killed recently in those shootings. Yeah, I have some. I mixed in some mess with. I mixed in some mess with the good shit. So I only had those two things. Actually, no, there's one more feel good shit that I want to talk about. This white dude, he's on YouTube, and I like to watch reaction videos. So all weekend I was watching reaction videos for like Beyonce stuff, like concerts and stuff, and I just love seeing people's reactions. And this white dude, I started watching him maybe a couple weeks ago. He was just introduced to Beyonce. How do y'all not know who fucking Beyonce is? How do y'all not know at least one of her songs? Like, I know y'all white, but come on. So he's been watching like her videos and reacting to them, and it's just so cute because he really is just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, yes, welcome to the Beehive. I won't say I'm hive, but I fucks with Beyonce. Like, come on, who doesn't? So yeah, it's just kind of nice seeing him like crash out almost every time that he's reacting to, but good crash outs. Like he has to keep on stopping. He's like, what is going, like, yes, this is it. This is what we've been standing over for 25 years. This is it. It's really a thing. More than 25 years. It's really a thing. She's a thing. Welcome. Uh, yeah. I have some more stuff that uh, I don't know if we want to talk about this little white girl in the damn mall. I've been seeing it all over threads. I like threads. I think I said that already. But this little white girl was wreaking havoc in the mall. She's walking around. She has a pink jacket on. She looks like she's by herself. But I think she's actually there with her mom and sisters and shit. But she's just doing whatever she wants to do. Apparently, the mother has no control over this little girl. So the title on the root.com of the article is Little White Girl in Pink Jacket becomes a gangster viral star. But some ask, what if she were black? So the video shows this little girl hitting some grown women. Like, I guess they're trying to stop her because they saw her stealing from a store. I think this is in a different country, but she's being shown, she's probably like 7 or 8. But she's being shown hitting these women, like going in, like tearing their asses up. And then she's hopping on the escalator. She has this huge smile on her face. She's like, la di da. And people are like, oh, it's so cute. And it's like, eh. But what if it was a little black girl the same age, she probably would have been tackled to the ground and handcuffed. Um, yeah. If you haven't seen it, it's on TikTok, it's on Threads. But yeah, I mean, of course, people are like, "What if she was black?" And that's a good question. What if she was black? If she was black, she probably would have been arrested, even at 8, 9 years old, because they see black children as adults. Yeah, let me just read a little bit of this. This is so funny. A young girl in the UK has become a social media star for going gangsta in a shopping mall. According to the story circulating on TikTok, the girl, who was shopping with what we assume are her mother and siblings, was reported to mall security for shoplifting. But what happened next is almost too outrageous to believe. The tiny terrorist made her way up the down escalator, steps to her accuser, snatches one of them by the hair, and then sashays back down the escalator with a smirk on her face like she was proud of herself. If you haven't already seen one of the many versions of the clip making its rounds, they have a link. So people are saying, what if she was black? Somebody said, okay, what if she was black? But some aren't convinced that the little girl would have gotten so much love if she were black. If she had been a black child, they would have arrested her, her siblings, and her mother. That's all who was in on it. Yep. So her mama was probably having them going and stealing shit. Yep. And the same person is saying that they were disappointed that so many black people were cheering her on. Me watching the black people praise this little girl for her behavior, knowing if it was a little black girl, she would be called ghetto, aggressive, untrained, a bad child. And y'all wonder why we have Karen's bad babies. Why they are so enticed and believe they can act any way, because they do and never get reprimanded, only rewarded. That is true. That is true. She looked like any other little girl, y'all probably wouldn't be giving it up for her like this. That's true. So I guess I backslided. I just wanted to add that little thing, that little extra piece of mess. That wasn't a feel good moment, because that is true. If she was black, she would have been manhandled and treated like an adult. So that was mess that I forgot to talk about. So let's. Do I have any weird shit? Yes, I have some weird shit to talk about. Weird-ish. So I saw this on Threads, and it's a person on TikTok that was reposted the threads, and she's talking about how there is apparently like aliens. It's been reported that NASA said aliens resemble 7-foot African Americans. 7-foot African Americans. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, I absolutely believe this. I do believe that African American or African people were the originators of life. I do believe that life was created in Africa. Does that make sense? I do. I do believe that life was, we are the blueprint, all of that. There's a lot of claims that people have seen 7-foot figures that look like African American people, and they are aliens. Let me see if I can play a little bit of this. All of this stuff that's been happening. If you could hear Shrek above, please forgive me because she won't sit her ass down. Let me.
So NASA then came out and said that the aliens that are to arrive here in November resemble 7 feet African American people. Why are you telling us this now? Because all the thunder we've been hearing all summer long, all these thunder and lightning storms, all these crazy sounds, all this water that we're just like, where is this water coming from? All of this stuff that's been happening, I really just feel as though for entertainment purposes only, they've been here. They've been here. And the war has been being fought and you guys are losing. You guys are losing. And since 2020, Black people have been saying our ancestors are here. And now here you are telling us that.
Yeah, it's a little longer than that, but. And first of all, let me stop. Before I continue. When y'all get on these damn apps, turn that goddamn TV off. Put your baby in a room somewhere. Because I don't like listening to something or trying to, and there's noise in the background. When I tell you that's my biggest pet peeve, turn Lululemon off. If the baby watching it, put them in the other room or go somewhere else. Go in your car. Damn, that was annoying. Anyway, yes. So basically, aliens resembling African Americans apparently are going to make their way to the Earth by the end of the year, by like November. Oh my God. I don't even understand. Like, what is life? On one hand, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. On the other hand, I'm like, what the fuck? And then some people in the comments were like, you know what? Let's keep this under wraps because the last thing we need is for white people to be around here, at the first 6 foot, 7 foot tall nigga they see thinking it's an alien. We're already targets. And that's makes a lot of sense. Like, let's not do this. We're already targets out here. Like, but do you really think that aliens can make their way here? Like, they're already here, like she said. I do honestly believe that, and this is going to get a little woo-woo or whatever, but I do honestly believe that there are angels walking among us. I believe there are demons walking among us. I believe that there are shapeshifters walking among us. I do also believe that there are aliens walking among us. I really do believe that. I don't even want to use the term aliens because it sounds so cheesy and so like commercialized or whatever. Aliens. I do believe there's other life forms that you might be walking down the street and see a really tall man, but he might not be a man. He might really actually be something else. Or you might see like a small, docile little woman. She might be an angel walking on earth. Like, that is, I think I've said this before on this podcast, if you believe in God, then you can't say you don't believe in any of this other shit. If you believe that a nigga walked on water and parted like seas and all that shit for people to walk through, I'm just saying. Will I be excited for them to show themselves in November? Only if they getting this nigga out of here. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Only if they gonna pew pew that nigga. Like Independence Day, just hover over that shit. Only if they do that. Other than that, I'm gonna be scared. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. But it's like, if they really are Black, then you know, I mean, that's, come on, nigga, that's my nigga. If they really are Black, then I guess that would be a plus, unless unless they not no Black like that. They not no Black. They gonna be not no Black. Like, we not Black like you. We no Black like you. If they those kind of aliens, I guess we're fucked. They're Cuban aliens. We no black. We just look black. No, we no black. Mm, okay. I thought that was interesting. And also, there's another, I guess this is related. It's a recent article that was published on July 29th. This is ladbible.com. I've never heard of that website. What NASA has said about hostile alien threat. So this is also piggybacking on what the girl from TikTok was saying, that apparently this is a real fucking thing. Because as soon as I saw her, I went straight to Google and I said NASA aliens, and this is the first article that came up. What NASA has said about hostile alien threat that scientists says could attack Earth in coming months. This is the subtitle. A scientist reckons this strange new object is an unwelcome. So apparently there's an object hovering over something that they can see out there somewhere. And it's, let me read it. This is from Joe Harker, ladbible.com. Out there in the depths of space, or at least the depths of our own solar system, is an object hurtling in our direction, or in our general direction, at a speed of around 36 miles per second. This thing is really, really fast. And while it's headed our way, current projections say it won't be anywhere near close enough to strike us. That's reassuring, particularly since new observations of this interstellar object suggest it's around 7 miles wide, meaning that this thing would be of comparable size to the asteroid that wiped out the damn dinosaurs. I'm done reading. I'm getting scared now because I know you fucking lying. And there's been reports of crafts that are not really recognizable being that the things that they're keeping from us. There's been reports of this shit. They've always been doing this. They've always been watching us. They probably creating all this hell that we're going through right now. They probably sitting back watching drinking drinking some Moscato and whatever would be, comparable to that in like space. And just being like, these niggas is crazy. Watching us like it's like Real Housewives or something. They've always been out there in the solar system. Always. They've been, like I said, they've been here. They've been on Earth. All these natural disasters and shit. Come on. This is the article. All in all, it's a good thing that this object that's come into our solar system is on course to miss us by a wide margin. Though there are some who've suggested all is not what it seems. Those minded to believe in aliens have suggested that the object known as 31/Atlas might be a trick spun on us by aliens to get close and then attack us when we least expect it. Scientists claim potential hostile aliens could attack Earth. As I'm reading this, I'm thinking to myself, this is the most open that we've seen. I've never read an article like this where like NASA, like the big name like NASA is pretty much being quoted to say, yeah, this shit is about to happen. Like they usually keep things under wraps. So this is scary as hell. A group of scientists have suggested that an object moving, this is talking about the same object, could attack us within the next few months. That's all we need. An alien invasion bearing down on us while we're busy trying to sort out the travels. Words, Jesus. While we're busy trying to sort out the bullshit of normal life, basically. Because why you gotta do all of that with the big words? Wow. We'll see what happens in November. I have things to do with my life, so I just feel like if y'all come, only kill like the racist people, racist white people, the pedophiles, get all them niggas out of here. And then I think that we'll be good. That is weird-ish. I did want to also talk about out-of-body experiences because I've been really looking at those heavy testimonials and people talking about their experience. I love watching those videos and also about astral projection, but I'm tired, so I'll probably talk about that next week. I did finally, for TV and Teens, I did finally finish We Were Liars. It was really good. It moved so slow, so if you do watch it, just give it time because the ending, there's lots of twists and turns, and the ending, there's a couple surprise endings, so it's good. It's worth it. Better Sister, I finished that. That was really good. Definitely going to be a season 2 because it left a lot to the imagination. So there's definitely going to be a season 2, I believe. I hope so. And yeah, that is that. Don't have anything else. The things I might talk about, some of the things that, Diddy, he got denied bail again. Whew, I know he is hurting, baby. I know that ego is so hurt. He got on his knees when they read the verdict and said, "Oh, I'm coming home." The judge said, "You thought, you thought like lit." So we'll talk about that next week. But thank you for joining me for this foolishness, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye, niggas.